They say revenge is best served cold, but what if it's served in front of the entire world? My husband thought he could humiliate me at our daughter's graduation dinner by announcing his new wife and his unborn child. But what he didn't know was that I had the power to strip him of everything: his company, his money, even the respect of the very people he craved. And when it was over, he wasn't just broken. He was nothing. If you've ever been underestimated, betrayed, or discarded, then this story is for you. Don't just listen, be part of this community. Hit that subscribe button, tap like, and share your thoughts in the comments. Because today, you're about to witness a revenge so perfectly executed, it'll make your heart pound with satisfaction. The Augusta heat was heavy that evening, pressing down like a suffocating blanket. Inside the elegant restaurant, though, the atmosphere was cool, until Gregory, my husband of 20 years, raised his glass. The clinking of silverware stopped. My daughter Amelia froze mid-sip. Gregory's smirk widened as he said the words that would split our lives apart. "Bianca," he announced, savoring every syllable, "I've filed for divorce. Cassandra is expecting my child. We're getting married." Gasps cut through the room like knives. Cassandra, much younger and glowing with smug triumph, placed her manicured hand over her stomach. And there I sat, the dutiful wife, expected to crumble. But I didn't. I raised my glass and smiled. To new beginnings, then. May we all find the happiness we deserve. My voice was steady. My hands didn't shake. My daughter's wide eyes searched my face for cracks, but I gave her none. Gregory leaned back, convinced my calm was surrender. Cassandra smirked, thinking she had won. They didn't see the storm inside me. Not yet. That night, I wept silently. Betrayal burns differently when it comes from the man you built a life with, the father of your child. But by dawn, my tears hardened into steel. I wasn't going to let this be the end of my story. You see, I wasn't just a wife. I was a financier. Numbers were my language. And numbers never lie, even when men do. I opened the prenuptial agreement we had signed years ago. Back then, Gregory dismissed it as just paperwork. But to me, it was a loaded gun. One I was about to fire. Then came the bank records. I had quietly collected them for years, almost out of habit. Transactions that didn't add up. Hidden accounts. Falsified contracts. He thought I never noticed. He thought I was blind. Within weeks, the empire Gregory had bragged about started to shake. Court filings exposed his secrets. Business partners turned their backs. The press feasted on every scandal. The man who once strutted through boardrooms was suddenly the headline of disgrace. But Gregory wasn't one to fall quietly. One night, he stormed into our former home, eyes bloodshot, voice trembling with rage. "You'll regret this, Bianca. You'll regret ever crossing me." I stood at the top of the stairs, my daughter Amelia behind me, clutching the banister. I didn't flinch. "Father," Amelia's voice shook, but her words cut deeper than any blade. "How could you throw us away for someone like her?" Gregory's jaw dropped. His own daughter, his pride, now stood against him. And Cassandra, she lingered in the doorway, her face pale. The glow of victory she once wore was gone. She had discovered the truth. Gregory's promises of wealth were nothing but smoke. She had been nothing more than a pawn. The courtroom became the stage for his final undoing. The judge's voice echoed. Gregory was stripped of his company. His accounts were frozen. His reputation destroyed. Reporters swarmed outside, cameras flashing like lightning. Gregory avoided their questions. His once proud shoulders slumped in defeat. Cassandra wept quietly in the back row, realizing too late she had gambled her youth for ashes. And me, I stood tall. The chains of humiliation that had bound me were shattered. Amelia's hand slipped into mine, her eyes filled with sorrow and awe. "Mom," she whispered, "you won." I looked at her, my heart softening. "No, sweetheart, we survived. Because revenge, true revenge, isn't about destruction. It's about reclamation. About taking back the dignity, the power, the life someone tried to steal from you." As the sun dipped behind Augusta that evening, I finally breathed freely. I wasn't just Gregory's ex-wife. I was Bianca. Whole. Unbreakable. And he was nothing more than a cautionary tale. Gregory thought he could humiliate me in public. But instead, he humiliated himself before the entire world. He thought he could replace me with someone younger. But in the end, she saw through his lies, too. He thought he could strip me of my dignity. Instead, I stripped him of everything he valued. And that, dear listener, is justice. Remember this. Sometimes the best revenge isn't fire or fury. Sometimes it's calm precision. It's the strength to endure humiliation, then rise, not just to destroy your enemy, but to rebuild yourself stronger. If you felt that rush of satisfaction, hit like and share the story. Subscribe for more tales where justice isn't just served, it's served flawlessly. And tell me in the comments, what's the most satisfying revenge you've ever seen or dreamed of? Because sometimes, survival is the sweetest victory of all.